Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Final Fantasy XVI Let's Play. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I am so happy you could join me. So, in today's episode, rather than continuing on with the Cloak and Dagger questline, honestly, before we really start it, we're actually going to be doing side quests. This is going to be a side quests and Notorious Marks episode. And the main reason for that is because we do have a number of side quests to do. We have 2 in Dhalmekia and about 5 to do within the hideaway itself. So, plus 1 a Notorious Mark somewhere out in this area. So, that is our... Well, actually, I think it's down in this area, so we can't... I guess, yeah, we can't do that right now, but anyway, so yeah, we'll be doing some side quests. My main reason for that is because we do have a lot of them still. I want to do them. I want to get them over with. And honestly, I kind of want to see if there's any, real differences, any interesting dialogue that happens while having Joshua on our team. So that is the plan for today. I'm sorry if you were hoping to see more of the story, but that is what we are doing today. So, first things first. We are going to be heading up to grab bad blood, We'll take care of that. That should be quick. Most of these side quests will be pretty quick, I assume. Then we'll pick up the use your loaf, which was locked behind the Things Fall Apart questline originally. But anyway, like I said, that is the plan. Again, sorry if you were hoping for more story. That should recommence in the next episode. But anyway.
Ready, go?
What were those? Oh. Chocobos. Okay. They just looked a little weird. Alright, let us see. Let us see what you have for us. Let's see what you have for us.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
The ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Of course we will take it.
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Man. Well, I wasn't wrong. The quest would take us right up here.
Good. We got here in time. It's over.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
There he is. Dying
You're with the battalion?
Republican.
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
I feel bad taking something from him, but I mean, well, I won't say no to it. Oh, really, it's just a meteorite. Cool.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander.
Uh-huh.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
He can barely stand.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
I wonder if that'll come back to bite us. I mean...
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
Sure, but I'm not... I mean, I do genuinely wonder now, like... Will that be a thing? Either way, on to our next one. Use your loaf.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
If I leave now, there'll be no one to man the shop. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Sure.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
All the way there? Okay. Might as well. We're just gonna fast travel. It takes too long just to walk there. Even by Chocobo, it just takes too long. Yeah, he's over there. Well, we'll grab him in a second. I just want to see... I don't know what this item is. Sharp Fang. Okay, fair enough.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
I personally... Remember the good old times just keeps you stuck in the past. Something I know from personal experience. Focus on your work. He hates his work currently, so that's just not a good thing to say. That's like, it's empty platitudes. Like, focus on your work and everything will be fine. But what about expressing yourself? Expressing yourself in what you do now. I like that. I like this.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
It'll most likely be like he'll bake things in the shape of Drake's Fang. That's what I kind of assumed when we said express yourself. So, you know, bread bowls and stuff like that. That'll be interesting.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold
There it
the
is.
Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Oh, God.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all.
See?
And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
You know, I can... Yeah, seeing what his final product is, I can easily see where each of those three options would have led to something like that. You know, remember the good old days would have sparked his interest in, oh, I can do that. Focus on your work could have also made the leap in logic to make pastry shaped Drake's Fang pastry shaped pastries, stuff like that. I can see where all three of those would have done it, but I still prefer my answer over.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master.
Okay, so that is all the quests in the overworld. Like, and everywhere besides here. So now we have, like I said, we have the 3 here, and there are 2 at our reading table to pick up. I'm also going to refresh my memory as to where the Notorious mark is, just to make sure if we can or cannot do it right now. If we can't do it right now, it'll probably show up as something we fight in another episode, but we'll see. So yeah, this is where like the bulk of things are going to be. There's a lot of quests to do here. Like I said, you can see 5 to start off with. But I think we are going to start with the ones that are in our at the missives.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into time?
Yeah, we're going to grab these first. Mostly because one of them is... Oh, excuse me, now there are 4. We have another one up here. Oh, jeez. Or 3, excuse me. Well, let's see what these are first. I'll let you guys read these first. Like, just pause the video and read them if you would like. Yeah, missives resulting from those 3 quest lines. Okay, so the first one we're going to pick up is about... Well, I mean, we're going to pick up all 3 of these, just so we don't have to come back here, but first one we're going to do is Blackthorns. Mostly because I'm very curious to see what the reward's going to be.
Nothing. but I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Go ahead and grab that. Might as well grab our other ones as well.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
I feel like that one should be pretty quick. And then a humble request. Oh, okay. This looks like it could be dangerous. Oh, smooth like butter is the name of the actual quest. Okay. Okay, interesting.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
I'm sure we'll find out. But to start things off, we are going to go Blacksmith Blues 2. We're going to do that one first.
Blackthorn. You have a moment.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Like I said, I'll be interested to see what the bonus for, or what the upgrade is for this.
You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmechian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take me meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
I'm not sure what she means by that, but I guess we will see.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Redeem! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I don't like him. But that's the point.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamul is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
So, the bandit's bed, all the way out and up here. Cool. Okay, we've gone up there. We've gone up there before because I had figured it was like this is going to be a location for something. Just wasn't sure what.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Kind of obvious now that it would be a side quest, but again. Yeah, a side quest or a Notorious mark, one or the other. So how about this weather, huh? Okay. Yeah, about what we figured. Normal enemies, some...
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
his name was the innkeeper. That's it. That's interesting.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
There was an item there, but I doubt it was important.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword.
Jeez.
It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more.
Jeez.
But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis.
Uh-oh.
Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
Now that is funny.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
That's really funny. I don't care who you are.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Alright, back to the hideaway we go.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully he'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Interesting little blurb about it.
A whetstone.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I'll be working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
It'll be unfortunate if the sword's not any better, though, than what we currently have. Excalibur? Okay. Okay. I'll be interested to see what that looks like. Excalibur. Yeah, we got to see what it is. I doubt we have the materials for it.
What do you want?
Oh wow. We do. But it's weaker. That is so unfortunate. It's one weaker. Or it's 2 points weaker. That is unfortunate. Alright, well, I don't really want to waste the materials to make a sword that's inferior to our own. Again, 2 points. Not much difference, but enough difference to me. And it's not one you can reinforce. Purple and all. So, I guess we will leave it be.
Anything else?
That's too bad, but that's too bad.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
So now we have those 3, and we're working on this one over here. Okay. And the one in Martha's Rest, but we'll do that one soon enough. This one, I think I've heard of this quest. I don't think it should take very long. I could be wrong, but
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. In the hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. Little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
That's just terrible.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Jeez, Clive. Okay, so we have those two, Isabel and Martha. Cool. I said I was going to check the bounty board just because I wanted to make sure on the location of view south of Tabor, and unfortunately, yeah, we can't go south of Tabor. Not right now, at least. Because, if I remember correctly, yeah, this is south of Tabor, and yeah, as you can see, it's blocked off. This is also blocked off, so we won't be going that way. So unfortunately, yeah, there will be no Notorious mark in this episode. The first one we're going to do is Isabel. The main reason for that is because one of our other quests is also at Martha's Rest. So, might as well get this one done here. We'll give Martha her star ruby and then probably go ahead and take away Smooth like Butler at that time as well.
Those things I said before.
Hello, Isabel.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me.
Sure.
Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Interesting. I admit I was not expecting a little bit of lore. You know, a little bit of a lore dump. I guess I should have. Should have expected it. Okay, so we have... both are in that area. Yep. We'll give Martha hers, and then we'll find the butler. See what he's up to. Part of me wonders if this, the butler's quest came to be after we finished the other one. No, I picked it up before then. Never mind. Hello, Martha.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
That does look pretty cool.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the Hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the Hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Yeah. But before we do that, we're going to, like I said, since we're already in the area...
My lord Marquis, is that you?
Let's go ahead and talk to Rutherford.
It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
Alas?
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Was not expecting this to be a long quest, but then again, the rewards kind of should have made that obvious. The more I think about it. Okay, so we'll get that one there probably. I do think after we finish up this quest and turn in the payback quest, we'll actually most likely...
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
We'll probably be wrapping things up and then finishing up the last handful of quests in the in the next episode. But like I said, we'll see.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Oh, joy.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
And maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Uh-huh. Not what I intended. was kind of funny. So, Raging Fists doesn't really work when they're in the air. Doesn't work very well. But that's fine.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
No, can't say that I do, I guess.
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
No. To find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
All right. Oh, just right through here. Okay, cool. Well, at least they're easy enough to find. That makes things a lot easier. Yeah, this episode's gone on a bit.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital.
Farther than I thought.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
I did not know there was a treasure chest here. All right. Let's see. Oh, hello.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
Then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Alright, let's go take out some bandits. He said they were more like field hands.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Oh, jeez. Not many of them.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Not too bad.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
Of course not.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Trying to get these things finished as quickly as possible, but I'm not willing to skip through dialogue, because I've not heard it and I'm interested. Looks like we'll just probably have one of our longest episodes to date. One of. I'd have to go back and check to see if it actually is the longest. Because we still have to head back to the hideaway to turn in payback.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
There we go. A nice bit of reward for that. Oh, we also got an item for Flare Breath. Not that we'll ever use that. I've looked at it. It's not that great, all things considered. Alright, that is that. Now, quickly back to the hideaway to finish up payback. And then we will be wrapping things up. This has gone on a bit longer than I thought it was, and we're not even done. We still have 3 more in the hideaway itself, which will be done in the next episode probably. I was hoping to be able to keep this all to 1, but that was a fool's hope.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Yeah, okay. I doubt it, but we'll see. Probably the whole same thing. She's like, I don't need to be paid back. Yeah, probably the same situation. But we'll see.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
That's fair. That is fair.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Oh, God.
I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Oh, we actually get a cutscene?
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
I was not expecting that quest to be emotional like that. To be so emotional. I won't have it said that I'm a poor host. But like I said, I was not expecting it to be emotional, but it was. And I think that is an excellent spot to wrap things up for today. In the next episode, we'll be taking care of these 3 other side quests here. They should be the last ones we have. And then after that, we'll be going back to the main story. Like I said, I'm sorry if this isn't really what you wanted to see, but I want to get through them. And to be completely honest, I love these side quests. They add such a depth to the story that if you miss them, if you don't do them, you're missing so much. So that's why I take the time to do these in these much longer episodes and stuff like that. But anyway, thank you, or if you enjoyed this episode, which I sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date for when we post whenever new content is posted. And don't forget to let me know your thoughts about this episode in the comment section down below. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.